Hello! Happy Monday. Welcome to vlog 31. Thank you for letting me have a nice weekend off. Not that I gave you the choice, but it was very pleasant. As you would have probably seen, because it's already been up by this time, a week and a bit, I went to the car boot, had a mooch around the World Food Shop, got a few bits at a charity shop, and then yeah, chilled out at my mum's for a bit. It was a very pleasant afternoon, and yeah, helped her organise a whole load of stuff in the dining room. So yesterday, which was Sunday, I was just a big ball of fatigue. I was so tired. My legs were not talking to me. So I did very minimal yesterday. And yeah, it was, yeah, that kind of day. Lots of bits on the computer basically, and I was in organising mode basically, because we'll start off Friday. I was saying about my sewing machine was going to be delivered. It was delivered. Got it all out of the box, got it ready to rock and roll. It came used and it was more rough than they'd said. Like, no, it wasn't. It had a huge scratch and big bit on it, and yeah, I tried to use it. And if you know sewing, the feed dogs, you can usually have them up so then they're little stick up bits to the bit, or you can have them down so then you can like free motion quilt basically, or embroider. And the feed dogs were down. We'll use this. And I kept switching to up and they'd just go boop boop. They would not lift, and they meant to lift slightly above, so they grab the fabrics, then as they move they do that and grab and pull your fabric so it moves through the machine. So it was just chewing the fabric and they would not fix themselves, and yeah, and I was like, nope, if the feed dogs aren't working, it's fucked. You know, it's buggered. And it's saying it was like new. Sometimes people buy sewing machines, open the box and go, no, and then send them back. So that's what I thought it might be. No, this one had been used a lot, was fucked, and was sent back, obviously. And they just literally, it had, I should have known by the fact there were two lots of different tape on the top. That should have given me a real niggle that something wasn't right with it. So yeah, so I just immediately went back on Amazon, same day it arrived, and said, yeah, I'd like a refund please. It's broken, listed why it's broken, and yeah, I actually have someone from Royal Mail coming today between 11:30 and 1:30 to pick it up. So yeah, it's currently just come at 10:15 in the morning. I've been awake since 7:30 and out of bed since 8:30. So yeah, yeah, doing bits and pieces, pottering. Ryan is already out for the day. He's gone out with his friend to do a few bits and pieces. So I've just popped a spot on my ear and feeling it because it still feels like something in it. All those hidden pressure spots. Get a little bit out and then they're going to wait for the rest of it. They're horrible, they are. But yeah, no, so I am in today waiting for, yeah, Royal Mail to pick up this Amazon parcel, and to be honest, I don't have plans to go anyway. We got dinner stuff, we got loads of lunch stuff, because obviously World Food Shop, I picked up their nice bread and bits and pieces. And yeah, so got no major need to be going out for anything. And if it will be, it'll be a small shop, the middle of the week basically. So yeah, so today is an indoor day. I will say my hay fever today is not fun. This side of my nose is not fun. My throat is quite sore and itchy. It was really itchy yesterday and I went to bed and it's still really itchy. And it's that sort of little bit gravelly and just sore. So yeah, getting a whack of pollen to the face today. And I did wake up with a very gooey, not happy eye. So yeah, just not grand. But on the plus side, it's July. We're officially on birthday countdown. How cool is that? It's the 1st of July. So yeah, so awesome. I will be going to Paris in not even just under 3 weeks. How crazy is that? But yeah, part of my organising yesterday, as I swirl back to the conversation, Ryan is going to stay with a friend at their caravan, or caravan/static home in Skegness in August. So I was organising bits and pieces for that, you know, specifics of I need dates, I need, you know, who's there for what days, you know, how are they getting there, how are they getting back, you know, what's train fare, what do I have to provide, can I have everyone's number so we're all on the same page kind of stuff. So yeah, so coordinated that. So Ryan is going to be going to Skegness for, it's not Friday to Friday, it's Friday to Saturday, so 8 days technically, which is awesome. He's very excited. He's going with people he knows really, really well, and I really trust them too. They're not teenagers, they're adults. So yeah, so I'm more than happy for him to go. And yeah, so that is awesome. So he's going to go off on holiday to the beach this year. And whilst I'd organised that, and yeah, I said to him, I said, oh, I might organise a few days away for me while you're away. And he said, well, you're going to be by yourself. Why don't you go on holiday too? So yeah, I thought, fuck it, I've got the refund. I'll have the refund from the sewing machine coming back on my card, which is 170 quid. It's quite a lot. And yeah, and I was like, where could I go? Where could I go? And I was like, oh, I could do an overnight in Brighton. I'm like, I've done Brighton a lot. Nearly the past 2-3 years, I've done an overnight in Brighton. It kind of became go-to place as soon as we could do something after lockdown. It was, where can we go that is not quite like home, that has fresh air and big spaces and, you know, the sea. Don't even want the sand, I just want the sea. So yeah, so we did Brighton for sort of, yeah, a couple of years. Me and Ryan went by ourselves, and then me and Ryan went, and then my sister and her boyfriend went, and we all met up, and yeah, we did a really nice weekend together. And then last year, just as a mental health sticking plaster, me, Ryan and my sister went. So yeah, so but that was, yeah, like putting a sticking plaster on a broken leg. It worked, but we were all just so drained and fucked, to be honest. So it was, yeah, a thing. So this year I was like, where can I go? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do a day trip to Brighton with my mum, who's never been. Well, no, she has been, but she literally dropped me off at a concert, walked around some streets in the dark while everything was closed, and the following day it was pissed it down where so we couldn't look in the shops, and then we went home. That was her experience of Brighton. I'm like, so we need to go do the lanes, we need to go do the vintage shops, we need to go do, you know, the arcade, you know, we could go play skee ball in the arcade, we need to go, you know, throw pebbles in the sea, we need to do all the things, you know, and go to like mine and Rice's favourite fish and chip shop. And I'm like, yeah, we've got things to do when we go to Brighton, so I'm going to take my mum. So instead, I was like, why can't I go this different? I'm like, well, I'm done France. Why don't I go somewhere? And I was like, oh, I could fly. I was looking at flights, and I'm like, I like to take too much stuff. It's a problem. And I was looking at flights, and I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, I might go to Edinburgh. I'm like, me and Ryan want to do that. And I'm like, Amsterdam. I'm like, there are so many art galleries I want to do in Amsterdam. And it's just, yeah, predominantly English, you know, people do speak English there, so you don't have to know a lot of the language, which is nice, because I'm so trying hard with my French for Paris, you know, so yeah, I'm being bullied by Duolingo rather beautifully at the moment. So, and I was like, oh, if I could just learn a few words of, you know, Dutch, that would be, yeah, even hello, goodbye, thank you, excuse me, the basics would help, you know, just to be polite is always what you should do. So I think I'll try and do that. But yeah, but thankfully predominantly English speaking, which helps a lot. So yeah, so I looked into it and I was like, oh, I can Eurostar. So I'm gonna get the Eurostar. And if you get the first one in the morning, which is at 6, just gone 6 in the morning, so you've got to get there for just before 5. That's just an early day. It is dirt cheap. Same with the last one of the day. It was £39 to go from London St Pancras to, yeah, Amsterdam Central, and it's like 4 and a bit hour train. It's the direct train. And I was like, wow. And then the prices after obviously going to 3 figures. So I was like, oh, and I looked it up in a basic place to stay, like a Travelodge Premier Inn kind of place nearby. It was 50 something quid, and I'm like, still makes it cheaper staying overnight the night before and getting the evil o'clock train, kipping my way, you know, snoozing my way to Amsterdam. You know, hour or two kip, hour or two watch out the windows, perfect. And I'm like, yeah, no. And then I looked and I found a hostel, and I've booked a in a female only room, and there are only 4 people in it, and it had your own little bathroom in it, and I'm like, perfect. And I looked at reviews and videos online. The toilet and shower are separate, so you can go to the loo while someone's in the shower, perfect, you know. There's a big lockers for your luggage. They've got other lockers as well, so you can leave your luggage the day you leave and leave it there and come back. Just take your own padlock. I'm like, this is looking more and more great. And yeah, and I booked a ticket for the Van Gogh Museum, and I booked a ticket for the Reichstag. And yeah, I'm going on holiday by myself twice in like not even a month. Within a month, 4 weeks, I would have done 2 solo holidays, which is insane, but so cool. So yeah, my mum and my sister are really pleased and amazed, and yeah, you know, well done, you're doing, yeah, that's so brave. And I'm like, thanks, I think. But yeah, I'm excited. And yeah, the fact that, you know, over half the money is covered by the sewing machine, and then the other half will go in the next few weeks to cover it, you know, because it all kind of went on the card. So yeah, so as long as it's, yeah, covered in the next 2-3 weeks, which it will be, I'm sorted. So yeah, so then I'm in no real actual debt from it. Everything's paid off, and then basically I'll get some euros out of Paris. Whatever's left for the euros goes on to Amsterdam, which is great. And also I've already looked up some markets, and yeah, got a couple of big markets that look really good. So yeah, so I cannot wait and vintage shops and that. So I can't wait just to go explore and, you know, take loads of photographs and sit and draw things, and, you know, just have a really nice time. You know, I'm not going to the red light district at night. Not my cup of tea. I don't even want to look at it. I would go through during the daytime because it is a whole old historic part of town, but I'm not going to go at night time. I don't want to go to Anne Frank's house. I've spent many, many years learning about the Holocaust and various other things. You know, the bigger bit in Holland is, you know, the Westerbork camp where they deported people from. You know, that is a bigger place to visit compared to Anne Frank's house, you know. And yeah, having done so many like depressing subjects over the years, I don't feel the need to like go to the war and the sort of resistance museum, you know, kind of thing, because I know a lot of stuff. I won't claim to be an expert, but yeah, I want to do something light-hearted, you know. I want to go sit in a bar and watch canal boats, you know. I want to go be a tourist and go on a canal boat and tour and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, stupid shit. I want to go to the sort of, you know, buy cheese and all that kind of thing. So yeah, so I'm thoroughly looking forward to that, which will be really nice. So yeah, so I'm feeling quite proud of myself that, one, I'm able to let Ryan go on holiday with people who are safe, who understand his nuances, who are happy to care for him, and also I will obviously have a plan B in case he needs to come home. I will have bits in place for him to be able to get home to my mum. So yeah, so there will be plan B in place. The carer in me never stops, but what it does mean is I don't have to be sitting here twiddling thumbs worrying while he's out having a nice time, and it will all be okay. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And then yeah, it will be very good. So I had an eventful but chill weekend. But yeah, no, I'm chilling at home today. I'm just in full day 2 tired, basically. I do have a jobs list to do. There are some things I really need to do. I need to do some washing up because, yeah, run out of nights and walks. So yeah, so I'll do a bit of washing up today. Obviously got the parcel being picked up, as I've said. I did lots of pottering, tidying yesterday. I've got to edit weekly vlog, and I'm not sure if I should film it today or tomorrow. because I'm not feeling the grandest with my hay fever. I might take some painkillers and that, cause, yeah, and see how I go. But I would like to also film my monthly second-hand haul, but it depends on how my voice is going to do, because, yeah. But, oh yeah, and also, while we're filling up bits, because obviously Monday's just going to be this morning chat. I'm not going to be filling in lots of gaps of little clips today. It's just, yeah, not that kind of day. So you're just going to have 20 minutes of me yabbering. And I've got another 5 minutes because I have a little timer right above me here that tells me how long I've been talking. But this week, while I was at my mum's, we were making plans and we were chatting and saying about bits and pieces and all that. And I was like, oh yeah, no, do this and this and that. I was like, I found this really cool thing, you know. Once I get universal credit, I was like, there's lots of days out and places I can go in for very cheap or even £1, you know. And I was like, Kew Gardens, I'm so excited. Kew Gardens for £1 would be amazing. She's like, I've never ever been. I'm like, what? She's like, I've never been to Kew Gardens. I'm like, well, we need to fix that. And I was looking at bits and I was like, oh, I could take her in August when Ryan's away. And this was obviously before I planned holiday. So, and I was like, looking at the weather, I'm like, Thursday, it's decent but covered, it's a bit breezy, nice set of sleeves. I'm like, that's actually perfect. And I was like, what are you doing Thursday? Apart from, you know, wanting to ignore everything on TV because it's all about voting. And she's like, nothing. She's like, my only thing has been rearranged now for August. And I'm like, perfect. We'll go Kew Gardens. So she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, we'll go Kew Gardens. Take your paperwork, I'll be your carer for the day. She's like, you are my carer. I'm like, I know I'm everyone's carer, but you know, I'll be it for the day. And yeah, I was like, do you want to go Kew Gardens? I said, we'll go. I said, there's even a little train that drops you off at places. I said, we'll take a packed lunch. I said, yeah, no, I can do stupid shit like go show you my favourite tree. And there is the most amazing wisteria. And if you like your really cool knot in your wisteria in the twist, you lose your shit over this wisteria. I'm like, and it's, you know, July. The flower beds will be amazing. Especially with like, we've had loads of rain and then loads of sun and then loads of rain. They'll be amazing. I'm like, would you like to go to Kew Gardens? I was like, I can book us train tickets, you know, cheap ones down. She said, really? I'm like, yeah. So I was like, yeah. So done. Book train tickets, we're going to Kew Gardens. We'll be on this train. She's like, that's so cool. I'm like, yeah, and it's literally 2 tubes down. Go down, change at Earls Court, Kew Gardens. Done. I said, and you literally come at the tube station and Kew Gardens you see at the end of the road. It's there. I said, it's great. So, yeah, no, so we're off to Kew Gardens on Thursday, which will be very nice. And obviously I'll take beautiful people along with my camera, my actual camera on the stick. I'm bringing you guys. And my cool little retro style digital disposable, I keep wanting to call it, because it acts like a disposable camera and takes pictures like a film, but it's digital because you connect it to your computer to get them off, but you don't have a screen. It's very cool. I took really cool photos of the car boot and bits and pieces with it and in my mum's garden. So yeah, so that is this week's plan. Is when I was writing my to-do list last night, I've got plenty of sewing I need to do. I've got plenty of house jobs I need to do. I really need to start the tailor overdress this week is what I really need to make a start on. So yeah, so I need to get like the underdress to then sew the ruffles on sewn, and I think get started on the sleeves because they're going to be a whole day in themselves, cutting them out, hemming them, attaching them, giving them a swirl test, of course. So yeah, so that's kind of my aim. If I can get to the end of the week and I've got a basic dress to attach ruffles onto and adorn, as well as if I can get the sleeves done, that would be amazingly so on time for me. And I do want to get my gingham dress finished as well. So yeah, so I've got quite a few sewing projects I'd like to do this week. So that is now, yeah, my aim is sewing projects, Kew Gardens, sewing projects. Sprinkle some house jobs between and a few little, you know, bit of food shopping somewhere in there. Not planning to do loads of, you know, charity shops and odds and sods, because yeah, got to be sensible. Oh, my battery's flashing, so there is a sign for me to stop chatting for the day. So yeah, so I will come back to you later in the day if there's anything more I need to add, or if I've done anything spectacular or amazing. But apart from that, That is my Monday. So yeah, so I'll probably catch up with you tomorrow with how not quite I think I will be today. Today is quite a rest day. And yeah, we'll catch up tomorrow. We'll get busy with the fizzy tomorrow, but today a few essentials and just taking it easy again. But yeah, but there's all my lovely plans I've made for the next month. How amazing is that? So yeah, happy July, and I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, happy Tuesday. If you can't tell by my beautifully rosy red nose, I don't feel well. What I thought might be, I was going between it's either hay fever, poorly or stress yesterday because my voice was very not grand. My throat didn't feel very tight. So yeah, and I had some big, realizations of various things, so my body was a bit on, trauma response. I was like, it might be that, but I'm so full of goob. And yeah, as you can tell, my voice is still not grand, and I just don't feel very grand. Just a bit sort of like someone's got me and went squeezed everything out of me a bit, and I'm a bit ugh. So yeah, I've not long took my meds, brain meds, a hay fever tablet and a cold and flu tablet to see what will help. I don't know whether the hay fever tablet or the cold and flu is going to help with some of this goob in my face. But yeah, I have much sympathy for Ryan. He deals with this every day. It's not very fun. But yeah, I had a really nice surprise yesterday. I was watching Jay Swanson's video. He does Paris in My Pocket now as well as a separate YouTube, very useful. And he was talking about the Olympics. I was watching it quite, closely, about various bits and explaining the areas and what's open, what's closed, and funnily enough, the week before the Olympics, which is when I'm going to be there, it's like the worst week. So, but yeah, something in my brain went, recheck your museums, Cheryl. Because of course I was really gutted before that they were just blocked out, and I could not book anything for love nor money, and I really wanted to go to the Orangery the day after going to Monet's Gardens to go see the paintings which I have read about. I hugged the book and cried a bit when I finished it. I was so sad. And I want to go see his tiny unfinished corner that he left, because he just didn't want to give away his paintings until basically he was gone. So he left this little corner and it's still there. And I was like, I want to go see the little corner now that I know how much it actually means and, the big meaning behind it and stuff. So yeah, and all the turmoil behind them. I want to go see them, and especially, the day after going to his house, his gardens where he painted them would be even more poignant. And I went in and I checked, and they had special link specifically for the dates of the 18th to the 25th of July. I clicked on it and you could book it. So I've managed to book in a ticket to the Orangery on the Monday, where I was really gutted I thought you couldn't. And I thought, after I did that, I thought, well, while we're booking stuff I couldn't book, let's try Sainte-Chapelle, which is right in the middle of everything, hence why I was like, I don't know. And I went on and it had a link to book, and there were free of charge tickets, so I paid nothing, but I booked for like a 9 o'clock slot, because my aim is on my last day. I know I'm not travelling till, sorry, I just need to get a hanky. Oh god. 2 seconds. No one wants to hear blow your nose, do they? It's a bit gross. But yeah, so I went on and Sainte-Chapelle, and I booked it for 9 o'clock because I have the thought, and I've already kind of booked everything in place, that I'm going to be up and out early, because I've booked luggage storage near Gare du Nord at 8 to 8:30. I'm thinking near 8:30, end of it. Go drop off my suitcases. It cost me about 16 quid, which is pretty good for 2 suitcases for the day. And I'm going to pick them up at about 5-ish, which works great because I've got to be going to get my Eurostar an hour to an hour and a half beforehand. That would take me up to 5:30, 6, because my Eurostar is at 7. So actually that's perfect timing, and it is literally opposite the train station compared to last time where it was, you know, somewhere else and it was full up. No. I went with the company that actually saved our asses before, Nanny Bag. So I went with them. Much better. So yeah, and they have, they say, oh, we've got X amount of slots. Much better system. So yeah, so I went with them this time. But yeah, I booked a slot for Saint-Tropez at 9 o'clock then, so then I can travel, because it's not too far across, over to, yeah, get into Saint-Tropez. And it's the first slot of the day, so it should be the quietest, hopefully. And obviously being July, sun is up from 4 in the morning, so it was bright anyway. The only thing is I've emailed, because it says, you know, free ticket and pay, pay when there, and I'm just like, please can this be clarified, just because my anxiety is, yeah, 1,000. Does this definitely mean, you know, I pay when I get there? I'm not entitled to a free ticket, I'm not a student, I'm not anything, but I just want to confirm that, you know, I've got a ticket and I just pay when I get there. So I've emailed, and the people emailed back going, oh, you want this email address? I'm like, thank you. So yeah, so I'm now just waiting for a reply back, but I have potentially booked it in, so then on my last day now, I drop off my luggage. Looking at my little list here, the 2 crossed out things are gonna happen. I drop off my luggage, I go to Saint-Tropez, and then I go to the Orangery, and then I've got booked in, thankfully there's no time on it, so I can then go do it. Go to Musée de Montmartre Museum, so I'll get the train to the top and walk down, rather than go down and walk up, and then look at bits in Montmartre. And then I'm actually not too far from Gare du Nord anyway, so that will work beautifully then to get back, get my bags, go back. So yeah, so apart from 2 museums, the rest of the stuff is actually quite near the train station, which works really well for me. So yeah, so that's, you know, nice that I managed to get all that fit in. And what else did I research yesterday? Boat tours for Amsterdam, and I found one that is not a glass covered one, because I've been watching some videos and bits. People like, unless you are going in bad weather, you don't need to be in a glass covered one. You don't want to be, it will be hot, you know. You're best going on an uncovered boat. If you can go on a smaller boat, even better. It's more authentic, and yeah, so I found one called, I think it's Blue Canal Cruises, and they do one of, I think it's 14 to 20 people on a boat, and it's open, and like you're all sat round, and then the driver, the captain's in the middle, and you ask some questions and they'll answer, and I was like, that sounds so much better and so much more fun. So yeah, and it's not too expensive, it's like 16-20 euros, and I'm like, and because it's a smaller boat, they can go down the little side canals. The big ones can only go down the big ones, and I'm like, that sounds really fun. And it is like 75 minutes, so it's a longer one. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to do that. So I haven't booked it yet, but I'm planning to do that on my first day. Is, yeah, go on a canal cruise. So yeah, so I can obviously go and get into Amsterdam, drop my bags off, because there are lockers and bits at the hostel, drop my bags off, and then yeah, go Potter for the day. So I've got the day to myself, which would be grand. So yeah, so that's working out really well, and yeah, it's nice that stuff's coming together. The only downside yesterday was Royal Mail never turned up to pick up my parcel. And I was like, why did they turn up? I know they can get busy, and you know, stuff can get a bit much, but still. And then I went to Amazon, they said, oh, we can contact you. They have my house phone address. My house phone has not worked. It's sitting there, it's plugged in, it doesn't work for like 4 years now, and I'm like, no wonder. So, and Amazon wouldn't just let me change my phone number. I had to put in my address again, with my mobile number and then change everything to default that, and then cancel my return, redo my return, and I've just printed off the bloody returns label again because it's a different one now. I'm gonna go stick on my parcel, but hopefully my sewing machine's being picked up today, to be grand. So then that's done and out of the way, and then my refund can start processing, and then it covers a good chunk of my Amsterdam trip. So yeah, works out well. So yeah, so it's quietly coming together. But yeah, I could do without feeling like shit today. That would be really nice, but unfortunately you cannot time poorliness. I mean, I would rather get my my July poorly, because, you know, once a month poorly here. I think 1 month I had 2 and I had a little month's break. But yeah, I'd rather get this month's bug, illness, whatever it is, out of the way now, rather than Paris, you know. And I'm wanting my eyes calming down, the stuff I think has gone away. Just itchy where it's healing. But I'm not itching it. So yeah, but yeah, I'm just, wanting to get myself back to top form as much as possible, so that I can go do bits like, you know, I'm gonna go get my eyelashes done for Ashley. I need to phone and book that for the week I want it. And I want to, my mum, bless her, we were gonna do it, this has been waiting since lockdown, that's how long. She got her nails done like literally 2-3 weeks before lockdown happened. She got the most amazing set of nails where each one was different colour, and it was glitter and it was gel and it was spectacular. I was like, I love your nails, I really want something like that one day. She was like, I'll get you some for your birthday. Obviously life happened, you know, lockdown happened, all kinds of things. Never ended up getting my nails done. And then of course, yeah, then her arm stuff happened, and PTSD and all the good shit. So yeah, so she got her nails done yesterday for the first time in over a year. You know, properly, and she's chuffed. And I asked about your nails, and yeah, explained how you're going to Paris and you want to have them just gel polished. And yeah, she's like, they can do it. And I'm like, oh. She's like, so we go get that done before we go to Paris. So my mum's gonna get me my nails done for my birthday, which will be amazing, and a real treat. And obviously I'm gonna get my eyelashes done, because yeah, I didn't this month because it was frivolous. It was £45 of frivolous, and as lovely for my mental health as that is, I couldn't do frivolous this month while being sensible. She says having booked a fucking holiday, but it is on my credit card, so yeah. So yeah, no. So it's slowly coming together. We are only on the 2nd of July. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit gooey, and I don't feel dreadful. It's literally here. I've got a gooey nose. It's not my sinuses, thankfully. It's just in my nose, and I've got a bit of a slightly sore throat. And as you can hear, it's affecting my voice. That's it. So yeah, so take plenty of hankies and some good old hand sanitizer with me for Kew Gardens, and obviously my tablets. But yeah, thankfully I'll just sound like I've got horrendous hay fever, so it won't be too bad, but still. So you might have to deal with me in this, yeah, slight husky, slight gooby, slight nasal sounding this week. Hey ho. Today's plan is, I did nothing yesterday. I just sat there and felt rather not quite. I did lots of computer stuff and organising. Should I have? Probably not. But yeah, so today, getting this parcel finally collected. And yeah, I've got to do washing up. I don't know, of course. So yeah, even have to do it just what's in the bowl. Get that done. That would be useful. So yeah, so I'm going to do the washing up in the bowl. Anything else will be a lovely extra. And yeah, I do need to film my second-hand haul of June. All the stuff sitting right in front of me. So yeah, I need to get that done. So that just might be me going, hi, sorry, I'm poorly, but just have to deal with my weird voice for today, and then film it, and then chuck it up. So yeah, because today is Tuesday, the vlog is going up today. I did edit that and get all that done yesterday, which I was pleased to get done. So yeah, but no, it's a chilly day today. Can't tell by the cardi. It is like thick, enthusiastic drizzle. Not very pleasant, so I have no plans to leave the house. Don't need to, got everything I need inside. Got lunch stuff, got dinner stuff, got nice drinks, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely chilling indoors. Ryan might pop out because yeah, his friend was not feeling very well yesterday. But then again, they were in A&E and then they've went home. So yeah, so it'll be interesting. See what Ryan's up to today, but I can see his friend having to just take it easy, so I think Ryan probably will have a chill out day as well. But so I will catch up with you beautiful people a wee bit later. And there may not be loads of clips of me doing stuff because I'm literally going to do the bare minimum that is necessary today. Oh, I hate sniffing when you got snot, it's gross. Such a gross sound. So yeah, so I'm going to go blow my nose again. My immune system is taking me out every month this year so far, and it's a doozy. So yeah, but on that fine note, I'll catch up with you beautiful people later. We will catch up, you know, even for me to just lament about how much I wanted to click my own nose off and take it off for the day would be nice. I'll catch up with you later, bye. Hello, happy evening. Excuse my hair, chugged it up today. I've been quite a busy bean. I have done a whole load of kitchen organising, did 2 loads of washing up, put a load away that was already there, tidied the sides of the kitchen, did all the recyc, yeah, I cleared all the fridge out of anything that was a bit not quite. Did a Tesco order today that's due to be delivered tomorrow. Filmed the second-hand haul for June of everything I've picked up second-hand. I had a lovely hour video chat with my bestie. She's amazing. She's dyed her hair pink. It looks so good. So yeah, so that was really nice. And yeah, obviously between all these things I've been having sit-downs because yes. I will say though, I don't know, obviously it wasn't the hay fever tablet, more the cold and flu. It did dry up my nose, which has been quite nice. It's only now just really wearing off, which is pretty good for only having one lot of tablets. So yeah, so it's a cold with attitude, really, which I don't mind. So, oh look at me, golden hour, sparkle sparkle. But yeah, so my parcel was collected, which was nice. Actually, let's face the golden hour, embrace the sun, get that vitamin D, make me less sad. My parcel was collected, which was good, so that is now off and on its way back to Amazon, so get my pennies back for that and pay them straight for my holiday. Yeah, it's been a pretty good day today so far. Obviously, yeah, my only real aim for the rest of the day, because we are at 7:30 now, is I plan to chuck myself through the shower, because I have hair that if I leave it one more day it's going to start hurting, the amount of eczema in it. It just needs a really good scrub. So yeah, the only thing is though, the sides, although they don't look long, you can tell I'm getting my little bit there, and this bit here, you can tell here, goes down and then it then lays down. But yeah, this was not it. So part of me really wants to cut it, it's so bad, but I'm like, yeah, if I can wait, you know, a week or two. But I'm thinking, why don't I just cut it? I'm not sure on my energy tonight is the only thing, because I'm like, oh, I am fucked. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to wash my hair today. It really could do with a wash. And I might cut it at the weekend. Because obviously before I go away, I'm going to re-dye bits, because like the purple, the roots is really fading off. The eyebrows are back to brown. So yeah, it's actually telling my friend about, you know, hitting a whole load of self-care stuff before birthday, because obviously my mum's going to take me to go get my nails done. I'm going to get my eyelashes booked back in, because she was showing me, she's like, look, I've got bloody gaps in mine. She does the falsies you stick underneath. She does them really well. Yeah, but I like the LVL sort of, you know, playing with what I've got and then add on with mascara kind of vibes. So yeah, no, it's been a very pleasant day. I'm really pleased with how much I've managed to get done. Oh yeah, got wash load done as well and drying. Forgot about that. So yeah, no, it's been a very productive day. But yeah, no, my only real aim's now have a shower. And read in bed with my book. Would be very nice. I think my body would appreciate that. So no, I've just got a video on. I think once this video is done, I think I'm going to have my shower, take something nice for pudding, and go chill in bed. Just because then I can take some more meds and just lay in bed reading, listening to bits, or you know, put YouTube on my phone. But it's going to be a very relaxed evening. And yeah, no, got Tesco delivery between 12 and 2. Obviously they text me in the morning with a smaller slot, but it's the cheaper way to do it. And I didn't plan on going out tomorrow anyway. I'm literally saving my energy for Thursday, which obviously, depending on how much I film, will either be a chunk of weekly vlog, or if I get enough bits, it will be its own video of an adventure out with my mum. But we'll come to that when I see what the hell I've filmed, to be honest. That's kind of how it rolls. But yeah, but I thought just, yeah, round up my day with you. So yeah, it's been a very pleasant day. I'm pleased that I finally got on top of the kitchen stuff. Quietly niggling. But yeah, and yeah, we've had a nice dinner. We had the fancy fish from Aldi. I had mine with some new potatoes. Ryan had just beans because he wasn't in the mood for potatoes. You know, very pleasant dinner. So yes, and I think watch this video I've got on my screen, which is about 10-15 minutes long. Box up or bag up what's left on the side, put in the fridge. So then I've got a whole load of, you know, cooked potatoes ready for potato salad, and just chuck salad cream on it and call it lunch really. Oh yeah, I made a ton of jelly today. There's some really good snacks. I made 4 tubs of raspberry, 2 of orange and 2 of lemon. So I've even got nice snacks made for the week, which is quite nice, because I didn't buy loads of yogurts on the food shop. I only got like chocolate mousse. So yeah, so I made myself some nice puddings, but I'm very full up right now, so I don't think I'll be having much pudding today. I'll take myself something small as a reading snack a bit late for later. But yeah, it's and the rejoice with that, it's in a packet. If I don't touch it, I don't touch it. It just sits there waiting for the next day. I know. So very pleasant day. Hope you've had a lovely Tuesday, and yeah, enjoyed yourselves. And I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. And yeah, you'll get a Tesco haul. I'll even show you all the heavy stuff, because 60% of it's heavy. I've got 6 crates of drinks coming. Like fizzy drinks. I'm doing like I did in June. I'm doing a bulk food shop of all the heavy things. 1, it saves money. 2, I know I've got everything I need for the month then. It works out really well. So don't get so many top-ups basically. So, but yeah, but we will discuss that tomorrow when I show you what the hell comes with it, what does or doesn't come with a Tesco order. But yeah, I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye. Hello, please excuse my uproughness. I've just been up and down the stairs. I thought I'd show you the heavy bits of the food shopping like I said I would. Before I take these final bits upstairs, I'll show you everything on the side. Let's flip you round. About to take up 3 chocolate milks. Got 3 trays of Pepsi Max. They're on offer at £6 a tray. Fanta and the Dr Pepper are on offer at 3 for £18, so I got them. 2 bottles of Pepsi at £1.90. An Oasis I think was £1.40. And I think these are £1.20, £1.50 a pack. I've got 2 packs of raspberry Lucozade and 5 packs of the orange. That is all the heavy stuff that will live down here, apart from the chocolate milks. They're about to head up. I will organise them nicely in my little space here, so I use as drink storage till I get proper Calax down here. But yeah, that is part 1 of the food shop. I'll be back with you in a second. Hello, we're back upstairs. This is everything on the side. I'll just quickly show you the total. Which was £93.98. Quite spenny, but I got a lot, as you saw, of heavy things. Stuff down this end. Lacto-free milk, because I've still got a big one in the fridge. 2 apple juices, because it's kind of Ryan's thing of the moment. A Yop yogurt drink for breakfast. I did not order these, but they're in here, and they're not substitution, so I've got fishless fish fingers. And then I did order these because they're on offer again. Beyond Burger beef burgers for me. Got a pack of sausages because we have used them all up. Pork pies, these were the cheapest ones this week on offer. They did not have the own brown ones. Ham was, as you can see, 2 for £3.50. So we've got chicken and oak smoked ham. Some cheap shitty mousses, but Ryan loves them. I ordered veg to go with dinner, and everything has come in 1 person portions, but it's a good thing that it's mainly for me. But this was £1.19. World's smallest cauliflower. Good thing I don't mind. Mini rolls, bread rolls to take to Kew Gardens tomorrow. Wraps, because we always buy wraps. Carrots. Refrigerators for Ryan. 3 sausage rolls for Ryan's lunches now he's home. My pack of custard donuts, although they are icy cold, so I've actually got to leave them to get to room temperature on the side. Again, the world's smallest vegetables, but it might actually make me eat it then. Some crappy Swiss roll, because I've got custard in the cupboard. I've got Whispers, because they're on offer this week. Cheap Kit Kats, because we've had penguins the past few weeks. And then both barbecue hula hoops and chicken crisps were on offer. They were £1.50, £1.60, and these are £1.75, so I got some of them. And yeah, that is my food shop. It's not a lot, but if I quickly show you, I have a very full up freezer. This is my big freezer, so yeah, so hence why I didn't buy much frozen stuff or dinners. We've already got a lot, and this one also quite full. So yeah, so I'm not in need of dinner stuff. It was predominantly drinks, lunches and snacks we're in need of, which is what I've got. So yeah, so I've got a stock up of drinks downstairs for July, and yeah, snacks and bits for the week. Hopefully I might go a bit further, but not really. Well, they're saying that we're on Wednesday. If they could last till next Tuesday, that'd be magic. But either way, all good. I'm so out of breath. The only downside, be getting a bit of a bug. God, your chest goes shit again. So, yeah. So I'm going to go put this stuff away. I'm going to put the fridge stuff in the fridge, freezer stuff in the freezer. Everything else can sit on the side. And then get back to what I was doing. Which was, because I can show you quickly, I'm cutting out my bag. Although I have had a look online, because someone said this is Klimt's garden, not Monet's. And it is. There is a Klimt painting of this that's Klimt, so it's not Monet, so it's not a Monet garden backpack. It's just a garden backpack now. So yeah, so I'm going to put the shopping away, carry on cutting this fabric out, because I'm going to do the outer fabric, the lining fabric, and then a bit of interfacing. Even though the pattern doesn't ask for it, I want to make the bottom and the edges a bit stiff and the back, just so it's got some support. So yeah, So I'm going to go do that, and we'll catch up later this afternoon and see how far I've got in my day. But so far, that was, yeah, too much exercise running up and down stairs, but hey-ho. It's done. We're good. At least I didn't have to drag it from town. Oh, feel the sneeze coming on. I'll catch up with you guys later before I explode sneeze. Bye. Hello, happy evening. So I've just come on to catch up with the end of the day. Obviously I caught up with you earlier for food shopping. We're having a pizza for dinner. I'm just letting mine cool down because it is at the, you know, volcanic level of hot. I do not fancy blistering my mouth to go with this voice. Yeah, no, it's been a very nice day today. I have not done any of my jobs. Not that any of them were urgent to do today. There was do some washing, which I have done. I've just got to put it on clothes horse to dry, and do some sewing. It was meant to be the black and white dress, but as I was saying earlier, don't want to do complicated sewing, don't want to do buttonholes. Well, I don't want to do measuring. That's what it was. I don't want to measure the buttonholes. That's the difference. So instead, as I showed you, I've cut out my, I think I showed you, I don't know, I've cut out, yeah, I showed you because I'd halfway through cutting it when the delivery came. I cut out the outside fabric, the lining, and I even added some interfacing for the entire backpack that I'm making. Excuse the budgies, they're big dickheads today. And I made this in 4 hours. Is it just one bit of a backpack? Yes. Because this is how you make bags, apparently, I'm learning. But yeah, look, I have made a pocket. It's a little pouch pocket. I've made it with a little flap, a zip flap. Look how nicely the zip is in, look. It's connected to the lining, as is the one at the bottom. So yeah, all the seams are hidden on the inside, so it has a pouch pocket. Accidentally kind of lined up, by the way. Did not do that on purpose. I've done the handle on the front, and then I've put the zip in, and then I have encased all the seams for the zips. This is the inside. The bottom is raw at the moment because that's going to be obviously connected. I gave them millet and everything today. They're being dickheads. Doofless! Nigel, shut up! One of them. But yeah, no, so apologies if that made you jump. But yeah, no, so yeah, so this is where the side and obviously the bottom's going to connect, and the other half of the zip is where the side and then the back will go on, and obviously I've got the straps for the back. But for 4 hours work, not bad. So yeah, so I'm quite proud of myself. So yeah, I've just pinned together all the sides and bits. I'm not in the mood to do any more sewing. It was like my mojo, and I'm a sojo. This is why me and my sister exchange bad puns. It's a personality trait. It's kind of run out. I was like, I cannot do any more sewing. I can pin stuff together, so I pin stuff together ready to sew. Not tomorrow because I'm out with my mum all day. Probably Sunday would be nice. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'll get ready for tomorrow. I'll go out with it tomorrow. I'm like, no, it's for Paris. Get ready for Paris, not tomorrow. Tomorrow you're taking a packed lunch, you're taking a big water bottle. No. So yeah, I don't want to rip it or anything. I'll be gutted. So yeah, so no, I had a nice long chat with my mum today, coordinated bits. So yeah, so I'm going to obviously be around hers for the morning because we are on a train at just gone 10 in the morning. We've got it booked. It's cheaper to book the posh train than it is to get a return or a day ticket. So yeah, so we're doing that. So we've got posh tickets to go into London. So we'll be there in like 20 minutes. Bless her, she was like, we'll treat you rather than you pack lunch, we'll buy lunch. I'm like, it's fine, I don't mind making that pack lunch. But now I'm hitting evening time, I'm like, I don't want to make pack lunch. I might chuck some drinks and some crisps in my bag. And then I think we might buy some sandwiches and some sweet treats. That's how we're going to do it. Because I was like, there is like quite fancy ice cream and maybe sit down and have cold drinks. So we might do that and pick up some pre-made sandwiches. Because I'm just not in the mood to make sandwiches and put them away. It sounds really lazy, but yeah. I'm getting to that point. Like yesterday I knew I had like half a spoon left. I'm like, but I made myself a shower. Today I've got to eat my dinner and I've got to put Ryan through the bath. then I'm good and done for the evening. And it is like 9:10. So yes, once we've had dinner, bath the boy, I'm out for the night. So, I'm so excited. How am I going to be able to stay up late in Paris in a week or two? I don't know. But then again, poorly, and you know, these designer bags. Oh, I need to wash my face as well. It's a smidgen shiny there, isn't it? So, but yeah, so that's what I've been up to today. Some quite satisfactory sewing. Lots of talking to myself, and lots and lots and lots of watching vlogs. This time I'm on Amsterdam vlogs now, and yeah, I've kind of got it from my brain as well. I've even followed a tattoo artist. I might get a tattoo when I'm there, because it will kind of be when I'm there, the big anniversary of me losing my voice. She says it with a croaky voice. And yeah, and obviously fully having a mental and physical meltdown, fall apart, breakdown. So it'd be nice to recognise it for here I am a year later, a whole different person. So yes, I'm quite tempted. I'm thinking, because I like tattoos to do. I'm thinking of getting, because obviously creativity has been a lifesaver, literally. It's kept me on that thread of sanity and not being catatonic. Is yeah, sewing and drawing and painting and creativity. So I'm liking the idea of something creative. So I'm thinking, because I like arm stuff, you can see it on yourself and it's a nice thing, you have it by your side. That's why I have my owl tattoo says Ryan by my side. I'm thinking my left side, and I'm thinking on this bit here, because it's a nice bit, and then when you sit it goes straight down. I'm thinking a paintbrush with like a swirl around it and a needle and thread coming around the paintbrush in like fine. I found this wonderful tattoo artist. They either do like neo-traditional, or they do like really fine line tattoos, and I quite like the idea of having a pretty delicate tattoo. Would be really nice. I'm thinking getting sort of a black and white tattoo for the first time. I lie, the one on my back is black, but there's a couple of blue stars on it. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting a fine delicate tattoo and having something, yeah, delicate, because it's very apt. So yeah, but obviously I'm going to chat with my mum about it, because I was chatting with my mum about my tattoos. She's the one who came up with a great idea years ago, of if you like it, all the design and everything a year later, you'll like it forever. If you don't, well then you won't. Which is such a good idea, because I love all my tattoos, and I love them all, you know, even the one on my back which I drew when I was grieving with my dad, and it's got wiggly lines and everything, and you know, I was like, no, I want it with the wiggly lines. So yeah, so that's sort of, yeah, 16-year-old me's way of coping is what's on my back. And that's just for me, to be honest, unless I've got a vest top, I know it's there, you know. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna have a nice chat with my mum, and yeah, tomorrow will be hit or miss as to whether there is, obviously I'll put Kew Gardens stuff in, but if I can film enough extra stuff, because I've never filmed there before. I've took thousands of photographs each time I visit. I'm a bit deadly. I love taking pictures of trees and bugs and flowers and people and places. It's just, yeah, I like taking pictures. But yeah, but I've never videoed, so I have a feeling I'm going to get very video friendly. And my mum's even said, she's like, I do little videos of you, and I'm like, that would actually be lovely. So, you know, me pottering about as well as me taking videos of my mum. So yeah, so I have a feeling I might get enough footage tomorrow to make it its own video, which would be lovely, because then, yeah, a nice the whole reason I've got this camera was to make lovely family videos, and you know, memorialise days out and adventures and normal things. It would be nice to, yeah, do it out with my mum. So that is probably what's going to happen, but obviously I'll chat to you in the morning, because yeah, I'm going to get a good night's sleep, and then yeah, I'm going to hopefully feel mildly a bit more human. We're getting there, but slow but steady. So, but either way, I'll put some makeup on, make myself look like a human tomorrow. And yeah, we'll go for a fun adventure to Kew Gardens together. A little bit on the vlog, and knowing me, a whole new video. But yeah, tell me what you think of my tattoo idea, because yeah, I like all opinions. You know, I like to gather. I like a consensus. Doesn't matter what you say. If you like the idea, hate the idea. If you're not a tattoo person, I get it. My mum doesn't have a single one. It's great. But she's like, I like them on you. Me personally, I'm too indecisive. So yeah, but no, let me know what you think. It's always nice to know other people's opinions, good, bad and ugly. So, and on that fine note, I'm going to go eat my pizza. Now it's been 10 minutes. And I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow morning. Bye. Good morning, happy Thursday. Try to remember what day of the week it is. My hair is still being big. I'm going to have a headscarf around it, and I'm wearing my new shirt. I really like it, by the way. I'm getting ready because, yeah, going to be on a bus in 25 minutes down to my mum's, and then we're going to be going off to Kew Gardens today. I've literally just got off the phone with her. We are, as I was saying last night, I basically phoned her going, look, I don't mind putting some little bits in a bag, but I can't be fucked to make sandwiches, and I did not bake anything. And she's like, cool, well, Waitrose, like I said, and I'm like, thank you. So yeah, so we're going to go buy sandwiches after we get off the train, put some sun cream on because we are going outside, and my skin likes to go crisp. But yeah, so we are going to pick up the food, so we've got some with us. Packs like some sweet stuff like Kit Kats and some cereal bars because I like breakfast once I get out of the house and going, but not yet. And like the bugles I picked up the other day from World Food Shop. I'm going to take them out with me. So but yeah, so very much looking forward to today. I will say the goop in my face has cleared, which is nice. Smidgen chesty today, but I'll take my inhaler. I should give it a kick on the head. And as you can hear, my voice is still questionable phone lines you shouldn't be calling. Oh, maybe don't pour sun cream in your eyeball gel, that might help. Going for a basic makeup look today. It's called sun cream. I was going to do eyeliner. I'm thinking just mascara and some lip balm. Because my lips obviously were being poorly, it got really sore. God, that was not a good idea to put sun cream on my eyeball. The Roche Posay, great but liquid. So yeah, so obviously I've been using my nice fancy lip balm from France, and it is amazing. I forgot how good it is, so I'm going to take this out with me today. But yeah, I'm quite literally, I did get an eyeliner out. I don't want an eyeliner because I know I'm going to find it itchy and irritating today, so a little bit of mascara should do us instead. So we'll do that while we chat and get ready. So yeah, no, very much looking forward to today. My mum's very excited, bless her. It's her first, you know, mega day out of just the two of us. Since Christmas last year when I took her out, and that was her thing she was building up to. It was technically a therapy thing, you know, she was told she had to do a certain thing for therapy, so I was like, do you want to go to London? And, well, day out, that counts as, you know, therapizing, so it was technically a therapy session. So but yeah, but she's very much looking forward to today. Using my fancy NYX mascara, just because, why do I own it and not use it? So yeah, Rye's still asleep, but we did have a nice chat last night, and I was saying about how I'll be out a bit early. He was like, I'm gonna game tonight, so I'm probably actually gonna be asleep when you leave. I was like, that's cool, you can be asleep. I was like, just text me when you're awake, and if you go out for any plans today, just let me know. So I was fairly fair. Quite novel as well, going out somewhere as someone else's carer for the day. Kind of my, badge. But works out really well. I think it's £20 on the door. So yeah, so £20 on the door. I'm just going to do top lashes today, they look quite pretty. I'm not quite in the mood for bottom lash stuff, because if I get itchy eyes, I know I'm not going to smudge it. But yeah, so I get in as a carer for free, and then there is like this little train thing you can go around on. It's very cool. She will be £6.50, but as I am an accompanying carer, I am free, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, so makes it well worth it. So that's kind of, yeah, why my mum's quite impressed. I'm like, you'll go Kew Gardens, and she's like, is it going to be expensive? I'm like, nope. So literally, that's a train fare, there's a getting in, food, under 50 quid. I said, so, and yeah, she's like, what? And I'm like, it's under 50 quid. So, obviously it might be slightly over with buying some bougie sandwiches now, but I'm not buying them. There we go. I've got some lashes, so I look like I've got some eyeballs, but worse as far as we're going today, sun cream and lashes. I can't be bothered with going too extravagant, but I won't put lip balm on yet. I need to brush my teeth. I will take the sun cream out with me, that I will do, and the lip balm out with me. But yeah, I've done sensible stuff. I've obviously taken my meds. I filled this with ice water, and my mum's doing her own, because I said I'm desperately thirsty. I said this just makes my throat so dry. I said, and also sharing ain't caring, you do not want to use the same water bottle as me today. So she's like, oh, I'm going to bring my own. I'm like, very good idea. So trust me, you don't want to suddenly go, that was a nice day out, and then gain a stinking egg cold. It was, yeah, it was the funnest. Yeah, so and it looks pretty good out there. It's bright, a bit of cloud, it is quite breezy, but actually someone was saying, to most people they'd be a bit, oh this is cold. She's like, it's my idea of a perfect summer day. She was like, it's nice but it's not hot. I'm like, yeah, actually, because yeah, I've got this, I've got my linen shirt, and I'm gonna actually grab my skinny denim jacket, because it's better to have an extra layer or a longer layer sleeve wise than think, god, I wish I had to go while you're walking around and it's a big old place to walk around. But yeah, so I'm going to finish getting myself ready. I'll go get some bits out of the birthday bag, because I keep forgetting to bring my stepdad's birthday presents down, and it's now July. So it's been like over a week since his birthday. So yes, I need to go and get his birthday stuff to take down. My backpack out my room. I want a headscarf, so, and I need to put some earrings in. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish getting dressed, because yeah, my bus is in 9 minutes past. It's 52, so yeah, so I'm gonna go, yeah, finish getting myself ready, chuck myself through the bathroom quickly, just do deodorant and teeth. I did already do my face, washed it, and yeah, I will catch up with you beautiful folks a wee bit later. Obviously I'll insert some montage of clips of Kew Gardens, and yeah, we will catch up a wee bit later, and I'll let you know how my day has gone, but very much looking forward to today. So yeah, so I'll see you beautiful people later. Bye.
I'm only here for the party. Trust me, we just getting started. The sound, the vibe, I feel so alive. I'm only here for the party. Trust me, we just getting started. The sound, the vibe, big bass, that's where the heart is. I'm only here for the party. The sound, the vibe, I'm only here for the party. The sound, the vibe, big bass,
Kew Gardens with my mum, who's already thoroughly impressed. We're only at the door. There is a really cool sculpture there, which is looking at this temple. And yeah, we are having a thoroughly good time, and we are just in the door. 10 out of 10 already. So yeah, so we're going to potter and see things. So you just get loads and loads of clips today, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is a really cool avenue, and down here is a eucalyptus tree that peels back in rainbows. I'm going to be tour guide Barbie, because I'm a good looking tour guide Barbie today. She's in orange, and I've got a leaf shirt on, so apt. So yeah, so come join us for Kew Gardens. I do have a face, it's just in the shade. There we go. Join us for Kew Gardens. We're having a mother-daughter adventure. Yay!
We are.
We are at the temperate greenhouse. It is huge and magnificent, and my mum's thoroughly impressed. Here is her oh my god face.
It's lovely.
So yeah, there's a bit of info on it if you are new, and there is my battery flashing, so 2 seconds Turkish, we will get a battery in you. We're in the temperate house and we're both admiring the massive tree ferns. Let's zoom out actually. Oh, zoomed out. And we're impressed with all the curl-ons on them. Because of course they are ferns. So of course they curl out. And then they go really, really big. Here is a mum for scale. Mum? Tree fern. And yeah, it's really cool. I love it in here. Also apologies for my voice. I am just, yeah, having a day. No head cold anymore. Just sexy phone voice. More ferns. I love ferns. I wish I could grow them, but I live in a place that's too sunny. So there we go. We're going to go up the spiral staircase. Because we can.
Oh my god.
It's so cool.
So gorgeous.
This is the bonus of like being able to be independent and look at how big. I think my mum is impressed and would like to come back already, and this is only our first stop. It's somewhere if Gray had good legs he'd enjoy it too. High, isn't it?
It's lovely.
And there we go. We are at the top of the temperate greenhouse. Bigger than all those plants we were just looking at. Look how tiny the tree ferns now seem. Oh. And I'm out of breath because
I was going to say
that was a spiral staircase. It's spectacular, look. It's magic. It's like wizardry in here. It's so cool. Hello again, we've just come out of the greenhouse. It was amazing. We had fun. We're now making our way down to the pagoda. We're just walking down the Blossom Avenue, which is just outside. And it's beautiful today. It's just a little bit breeze and it's so nice. But yeah, this is a just heavenly day out. It's just soul soothing, isn't it, Mo?
it is actually. It's lovely. It just makes you just feel gentle and sweet. And
It's a cuddle.
it is. It's a cuddle with leaves, and everybody here is very nice and feels the same way.
I like it, a cuddle with leaves. That should be the name of it, shouldn't it? Name the video, Cuddle with Leaves.
Cuddle with leaves. It is.
Yeah, no, so I'm going to go down to the pagoda, so I'll show you that in a sec. And I'm going to put my sunglasses on because it's bright. See you in a minute. And there we are at the pagoda. It's amazing. It's got little dragons on it, which I'll film up close in a sec, but yeah, very cool. Here we are up close. And these are the amazing dragons in Kew Gardens pagoda. They're so cool. And if I zoom out, you can see it goes all the way up And there are dragons on every single level. And they're absolutely magic. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Love coming by here. Don't ever want to climb it, but it's cool to come and look. I didn't even record. This is like some woodland grass. Here. All the crickets is amazing. We went pottering and we've on purpose wandered down to the redwoods because look at them. They're amazing. It's so pretty. And because it's like this, I'm going to walk on and just not walk on plants. Because I want to look at the trees. But yeah, look. They're so cool. They're amazing, aren't they, Mo?
Air is really fresh.
Yeah.
It's really odd.
It's like it's suddenly chilled the air, isn't it?
Chilled, and it's super fresh, like you've opened the fridge.
It's an instant asthma pump.
Nature's asthma pump. It's so lovely.
It's so cool. Another bit of redwoods with a really cool little walk, and it's got ferns, and it literally is just missing an Ewok. I need a wicket somewhere, and yeah, but no, it's spectacular. It's so cool in here. Can't believe I've only ever just went past it. I've never got off and looked at them. So yeah, new favourite place. I like all these ferns as well. I think they were called sword ferns, the little sign said. Yeah, look, here we are. Zoom in on a little thing for you folks. Although he is not mighty, he is a giant redwood. It's a wee fella. Unlike the big ones back there, he's magnificent. Hello, we're on the treetop walk. It's very cool. We cheated and got the lift up though because my hip is not playing ball. But yeah, look. You are as high as the trees. Yeah, it moves with the wind and people walking. It's an ideal way of distance. You see Wembley over there? Yeah. Far distance is Wembley. Yeah, no, it's really cool. And then of course we are near the airport, so there is planes. Yeah, no, this is a very cool experience. It's like mesh, you can slightly see through it and it's a slight bounce. But it's not scary. From someone who can't walk across drains, it's not scary. Yeah, no, it was very cool. And yeah, if you need it, there is a lift for accessibility, or there are stairs. My hip says lift. So no. It sort of makes you feel like a bird. Be a glamorous parrot, because what else would I be?
In a sweet chestnut tree.
Exactly. Making obnoxious noises because this voice is an obnoxious noise. Yeah, no, it's my husky phone call voice.
It really wiggles.
It does wiggle. You can see it on the camera, it's wiggling a good couple centimetres each way. Would not want, I think they close it as high winds.
I bet they
Can imagine why. So yeah, also apologies if it's dark. We're under a tree. Can't help it. And it is literally a sweet chestnut. The tag is in there somewhere. Yeah, you do walk with the trees. Look at that. So yeah, we're going to carry on pottering. I'm going to take photos. I'll catch up with you when we are in some lunch. And then yeah, probably catch up with you in the farmhouse. Just film this little bit. We are in the wisteria and it is amazing. My mum is thoroughly impressed and it is huge and it's from 1761. So yeah, I've kind of outbeat all her knots with their requests of I like this twist and I like this knot, and I'm like, I know a place. I know some people who know some people who know a wisteria. But yeah, if you ever feel the need, come to Kew Gardens Wisteria. It's next to the best Ginkgo ever, near the Princess Diana Conservatory, and it's spectacular, and so many people don't know it's here. So my mum is impressed.
I am, Kelly. This is like, wow. All the way around with it, that's lovely.
We're in the water lily house. The most beautiful lilies and bits. And there's giant pads. Oh, look at this. It's like if fireworks was a plant. This is really cool. This is called a sensitive plant. It's a type of mimosa. It's amazing because I love mimosas. But look, you touch it and it will naturally fold up because it... Look at it go. It's sensitive and it doesn't like being touched. But it's as lovely and soft as my mimosa at home. It's amazing, and that's its Latin name. But yeah, I love mimosas and this is amazing. Oh, there it is. It naturally moves by itself. It's so cool. So yeah, there is the sensitive mimosa, of which I highly connect with. I myself am a sensitive mimosa too. Hello, good morning, happy Friday. Excuse the voice, still as you expect. I obviously would have just included, just before obviously starting this, all the clips of Kew Gardens, because I did put them in yesterday. I got home, it's like 10 minutes, I was like, vlog can have it. But yeah, it was such an amazing day. It was so nice. It was nice to go out and do something with my mum that wasn't something for her therapy or something because I was having a bad mental moment. We just went because it was like, what are you doing next Thursday? Do you want to go to Kew Gardens? She's never been. We had the most amazing time and it was so much fun. And yeah, we did we didn't get like the train thing. We walked so much. In fact, look, I'll show you my steps and stuff from yesterday. 19,625. And we walked like, nearly 8.5 miles total for our day. So yeah, but it was so good. It was so much fun. And yeah, we stood talking to a really nice man at the pagoda who was dressed up in like sort of proper, you know, historical clothing, American themed because it was 4th of July. It was really funny. And yeah, and it was, yeah, we just had such a lovely day. We went on the treetop walk. We went and spent ages in the redwood forest. It was so magic. I felt like an Ewok. And yeah, we looked around all the greenhouses, you know. I got to show my mum the funky wisteria from like 1761, which she was thoroughly impressed with. And then yeah, my favourite ginkgo tree, the rubber tree I visit, you know, first thing, the main thing I remember from visiting when I was like 8. And yeah, we did bits nearer the main entrance, like the smaller greenhouses and that, but I kind of was running out of energy and I kind of had a warm and overwhelming moment when we were in the Princess Diana Conservatory, which is like lots of alpine, there's like an alpine garden at the back and then there's loads of succulents and cactus, and yeah, and I just hit a moment of overwhelmed, I'm kind of done. But yeah, and then yeah, we went out and I was mooch in the gift shop. My mum got me a birthday present from there. We both could have bought plants, but we were so sensible because we decided, we both had energy, but I just couldn't be in any more like hot, very steamy, you know, humid places, hence why I found the last greenhouse just a bit overwhelming after doing several of them. And yeah, no, so we made a plan because she was going to get us ice cream, and I was like, instead of ice cream, how about a milkshake? And because we decided we were going to go into Central, it was like, well, we've got Oyster cards, we can go wherever the fuck we want, we've got no restrictions, you know, everyone's happy at home. So we did, and we decided, and we went to Sostengrenna, Tiger next door, and then down to Primark, and then we went into Five Guys, which is opposite, 'cause basically straight up from Tottenham Court Road is these three bits. We crossed the road because opposite Primark, literally come out of Primark on the side entrance, and oh, 2 seconds, it's my mum. Hello. Oh, let's change the view. There we go. On video call later with my mum. We're all good. I'm going to turn the internet off my phone. No interruptions then. But yeah, I just had to rewatch the old clip to know what I was saying. But yeah, we went into Five Guys and had raspberry milkshakes for dinner. It was so good. It was so nice. But yeah, very nice day. But my legs, like my calves, my ankles, my feet are very sore today. Especially my ankles, all my ligaments. I could feel them getting angry yesterday. But I thought I'd share with you what I picked up on pottering in those couple of shops, because I got bits in, my mum and me both got bits in Sostengrunner and Tiger, but then she treated me to some bits in Primark, which is very nice, as well as I got some goodies in Kew Gardens. So I'll show you these first. Didn't get loads. Doesn't even tell you what I bought on it. Oh, doesn't matter. Either way, I spent £5.40. I got a Kew Gardens postcard of the palm houses, which I thought was really cool. Looked all around the plants. Felt very proud I didn't buy any plants, but it was so near. I did find some sunflowers I don't own to be grown with next year's collection, and these are an unusual pink shade of, I'm not going to try and read the Latin word, mismals. I thought they were very cool, so I got some seeds. And then I spotted this. They had him dressed up as various things as well as the original frogs, but I thought all that came across in my mind, bearing in mind we're in July, was I'm so depressed, but I act like it's my birthday every day. Doo-doo-doo. So I got myself a birthday frog bookmark. He's amazing. So yeah, he was so cool. So that's what I got on Kew Gardens. My mum got me a birthday present that in there. It's a really cool like metal bat, similar to the one I've got hanging up underneath my shelves. I got from Etsy, but this one's got its wings out. So yeah, so she got me that, which was really cool of her. From Tiger, I got this card. It was £2.50. But I'm going to use it in my sketchbook, and actually I'm going to steal the idea of it. It says special notes just for you, and it's little envelopes with little notes, little bits in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one of these envelopes, because they are removable with like a Stanley knife or something. Open it up, copy the little envelope template, stick it back together, use this in a sketchbook thing, but then I've got a template to make little envelopes, and I thought that was well worth it for £2.50. It's technically a card, so yeah, I got that. I got myself a new glasses chain. I love glasses chains. They're like just an added extra, because I don't always, not a big necklace wearer. I will wear them, but on and off. But I love glasses chains, so it's a bit like a necklace, bit of bling without having it around your neck and that sort of sensory thing. And this one is, yeah, very pretty little beads, and it's got little daisies on it, which I thought was very pretty. So I got a new glasses chain, and then I picked up these plastic plates from the party wear bit. There we go, you see the iridescence on them, and yeah, you got 4 plates for £2, and I thought they'd be really cool and useful, just because we use plastic plates for like burgers and sandwiches and stuff. And then in Sostengrunner, I got some of this solar printing pack. I did this years ago when I was a kid, when we went for a school trip, like in the camping, sort of a big, like I think it's Cuffley camp, and yeah, it's a big camp in our what's it called? County. And yeah, you put plants on it, put a layer of glass over it, you leave it in the sun, take the plants off, wash it, or spray it with something, leave it to dry, and then it's all good to go. And they're really fun, and I have not done it since, and I still remember how cool it was. So yeah, so I got a pack of paper for that. That was, I think, just under a £5. You got 5 sheets of paper, which I thought was quite cool. I got this. I bought a teeny tiny fork. The Tism and me immediately loved this little fork. Can't explain why, I just love it. It was, yeah, £2.64. It's a cake fork, but I thought, as well as eating cake with it, it would be really cute actually to go in my medicine bag when I go away. This and a plastic straw would be really cool to have out and about eating street food, or, you know, whatever. One, I'm not a fan of paper straws, so having a plastic one I can just take, you know. I've even got a metal one that pulls up, but if you're drinking milkshake it collapses on itself, which is a pain, but I do have that, or just a plastic one in my bag. But I thought, rather than take out a big thing of like cutlery where it's not always needed, I thought just a teeny tiny fork, so I'm going to take that with me. And then when I stay at the hostel in Amsterdam, you have one of those sort of pull out boxes under your bed, and then there's a little metal bit to put a lock on so you can lock your luggage and stuff away safely. Obviously I've got a luggage lock. I picked up the lilac one in Primark, but I thought it would be cool to have a lock for my luggage storage in Amsterdam for the hostel, and also it can double up as a suitcase lock on my suitcase when I'm using it. So on my littler suitcase, so I've got the two. So I picked that up, and that was £3.10, and like the other one you can set the number to what you want it to be. Bear in mind the Primark one, I thought it was worth having a different shaped one. The heart one would be cute. From Primark, my mum got me this t-shirt. It is a My Chemical Romance Black Parade t-shirt, and we even stood and we found the biggest size. This is a 3XL because it's so comfy and so big. I am planning to dye it purple and black because it's just not quite right, crisp white, so we're going to fix that. This is like on it, but then this is a vinyl thing, so yeah, and obviously this is just black writing, so it'd be cool with the colour going over it. So this is eminently dyeable and will be happening in the next, you know, week or so. This will be made some cool colours. I picked the boy up a couple more pairs of swim shorts. These were reduced down to £1 a pair, which was great value. I mean, this is the joys of visiting big London Primark. Everything you see at your local one in London, it's been there a while. Quite often is reduced because they change over stuff so often. To, you know, that's the place where literally it's the second week of August, they've got all their winter coats in and jumpers and everything. So yeah, it's the best time to buy a coat. I've learned over the previous years when I've bought coats, but also trying on a coat in August is really hard work. But yeah, so these were down to £1, so I've got them another pair of the pink ones, you know, living with bowel issues as a human thing. And then I've got him a pair of the green ones. So yeah, so if there is a sudden need that just someone just need to be gotten rid of, or they just, yeah, need to be changed, better to have more options than not. And then, oh, sorry, my leg's going dead. Oh, there we go. My mum treated me to this, which was so sweet. I was like, we're in the dress section, I went, oh, I wonder if they've got the ballet dress. I can get you to feel it and see it. It's really lovely. And yeah, and then we found it in the reduced section, and it was, yeah, reduced down to £7. We looked at sizes and decided an XL, because I'm gonna almost treat it like a big tunic shirt. But yeah, it's got a bit on the back, and there's the little gather at the front, some little sleeves. It goes down to that lovely soft little skirt, which is the world's softest tulle. It is beautiful, and yeah, it does have a layer underneath. It reminds me of Taylor Swift's exercise stuff when she was training for the European leg of Eras tour. She has a lilac one. It is something I know that is sold as exercise gear with built-in shorts. I was just like, and hers is lilac. Yeah, this I think is probably polyester, so undyeable unless I want to boil it, which I do not. And then yeah, this is the back. It's got tie there in a sort of low scoop back, but it is just unbelievably soft. I thought this As my mum said, she had treated slightly like a tunic. And I was like, I could wear some really fun shorts with it. I said, or even like bloomery type, like knee-length bloomery things, or even with just a really cool pair of trousers, you know. Wearing dresses and skirts is quite normal, so do that. Hello, sorry, passing by teenager. This bit's very interrupted, my apologies. But yeah, no, so I love this dress. I'm so excited to wear it and can't wait to style it up interestingly, you know, because it's quite neutral. It will go with a lot of quite loud stuff to, you know, have fun with it. So, and it's very girly and feminine. I just talked with my mum about, you know, suddenly having a feminine moment, and it's quite nice. So, but yeah, I had planned to sit and do sewing today and carry on my backpack, but the spoons aren't spooning. As I was saying. Yeah, I was planning to sew today, but my spoons are just, yeah, not up for it, and I could do it, but I would make mistakes, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a kind of blob day today, sit and chill with some YouTube, and then Rye's got his friends coming over later to do like model building and stuff, so they're going to kind of take over the living room. So I'm going to do very minimal, just tidy, so there is loads of space for people to sit on the floor and do models. Yeah, thankfully my mum gave me a bit of pennies yesterday. I can only use that as some takeaway money today. There's a bit of a treat, because yeah, I'm tired. So my only real plans today are to, yeah, sit and watch some YouTube. I want to change my bedding. Just fancy some fresh beddings. I'm going to change my bedding, and then yeah, some takeaway. And I think when they're doing their model bits, I will go chill out in my room, go through all the photos from Kew Gardens and sort them out, as well as maybe do a bit of painting and sketchbook work, because I would like to get one of my Paris trips done before I start the next one. So yeah, so I'm going to go do, yeah, a whole load of background painting and get some stuff done in those pages. And yeah, the joys of that you do while chilling out watching stuff on the tablet. So a tablet on my laptop. So yeah, no, so that'll be the plan. But I don't think I'll really catch up much later, because it will literally just be me sitting in my bed doing this while eating snacks and watching a screen. So not the most entertaining, unfortunately. But we will get busy over the weekend. We're going to do some sewing, and yeah, crack on, get my bag done. I think if I can get my bag done and get the underdress of Taylor done, or finish the gingham dress, that would be amazing. So yeah, so I'm going to set myself that as my missions for the weekend. Get bag finished, either do the underdress for Taylor, like the chiffon, get the basic dress done before adding sleeves and all the ruffles, or get the gingham dress done. Either way, I'll have something done, which will be very pleasant. So yes, I'll catch up with all you beautiful people tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely Friday, or whatever day it is you're watching this lovely vlog. And yeah, I will catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, happy Saturday. We are starting at 11. I've been awake about an hour and a bit. It's been heavy rain all night, and so far all day it's been thunder, all kinds of fun things. So it's most definitely an indoor day. Rye had a couple of mates over last night, and they did model making all night. Literally, they left half an hour ago. So yeah, so it was very sweet. You know, their idea of an all-nighter was we got some takeaway fish and chips, which was lovely. You know, it's just what you fancy. So yeah, takeaway fish and chips for the four of us. And yeah, I took bits and pieces I wanted to do when chilled in my room. I folded a shit ton of laundry. I did my bedding. 2 seconds, I need to change the camera battery. There we go, new battery, and I put it on the record setting, not on the photograph setting. But yeah, as I was saying, I chilled out my room, folded and put away all my laundry that was everywhere. organised it, put away the last of the winter stuff all together, ready to go in a bag in the cupboard. And yeah, put all my stuff away, put the hanging stuff away. I then organised, I've got a little set of baskets next to me there's like tights and that in, so I put them on my hanging thing and the new organiser. Those shoe boxes my mum gave me to organise, I used them, so one has now got, I've got like 4 stacked next to my bed as like a mini bedside table to rest my fan on. And it's, yeah, I've now got winter tights in one, so I'll swap them over summer tights for the hanging thing, because all of them on at once was too much. Eyelashes, just my eyelash bag is now all in a box, and I do have, you know, other little bits I might put in there, make it like a just multi-use box. And then I got rid of a couple of baskets of stuff, or that got rid of 2 baskets by just doing that. And then also I did a box of like my woolen winter socks, like hand knitted socks, and you know, up to the knee like kilt socks and all the thick like warm stuff. That got its own box, and then all the other medium socks got a box, and then I've got a basket left out for some summer socks. So yeah, so yeah, I did that. So yeah, and then I had 3 shoe boxes left, so I used 2 of them to actually put shoes in that were left in a box in my room. So I cleared out 4 baskets and then a large plastic box out of my room last night, which I was really quite impressed myself. So yeah, so I was very productive. And then yeah, I just sat and chilled out on my laptop and on my phone until I went to sleep. Although I did wake up at just gone 4 in the morning with the most intense shooting leg pains. My nerves. I think my mum describes it rather great, like someone shoved a knitting needle down your nerves. It wasn't even restless leg, it was so not. And it's like your leg has a spasm and it swaps leg to leg. So yeah, so I had to get up and get some painkillers, where I found out everyone was still alive and here. So it's like, oh, I haven't all night up. And it was like, yeah, you know, one of them had went to bed, you know. So yeah. But yeah, no, they built a couple of planes, a wooden boat, fixed a couple of RCs, you know, did all sorts. So happy people. So today is going to be a very quiet day in my household, because everyone is going to be napping or sleeping, and then when they wake up they're going home. We only have one left, because yes, Ryan, 2 friends and me. So very cool and very chill. But yeah, my aim today, I was going to try and do 2 sewing projects, but I think that's a bit over ambitious for me. So I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one really well. So my aim today is I want to finish my backpack. I think that would be amazing to get that done. So it's a big tick off my to-do list for Paris, which is creeping quicker and quicker, you know. And I wrote on my to-do list for next week, literally the first 4 days. Start tailor dress, carry on with tailor dress, sew tailor dress, keep sewing tailor dress. So yes, it's next week. I want to have the overdress finished by Sunday. I want a finished overdress. Then the underdress is done, the overdress is done, and then the week I go on holiday, you know, the Monday to Thursday, is for flitty fun stuff, like getting my eyelashes done and getting my nails done, and you know, silly stuff. I'm even tempted to maybe go to the barber's and go get my hair shaved, because they tidy it up nicely around your ears and the back of your neck, and I'm tempted to go get it done there, just so then, you know, I've got it nice, released a bit, and that's like 15-20 quid, just because, you know, it'd be nice to have that. And obviously I need to re-dye the hair, so yeah, and I could do all the frivolous, you know, health self-care shit, but for now I think, yeah, getting a backpack done would be amazing. So yeah, so if I can get my backpack done today, I'll do the rest tomorrow. That's 2 things finished. How amazing is that? And the things I only started, you know, recently. My mum's paw dress is still on the back of my table. Sorry mum, it will get done, probably post holiday. Get home, get it finished for you. It's just I hate sewing plackets so much, and that is silky fabric. But I suppose I should say to myself, it's okay if I can sew chiffon, I can sew slightly silky fabric, so yeah. It's because it's silky and buttonholes. We know me and my procrastination with buttonholes. Down would rather not, but yeah, no. But yeah, today is a very chilled indoor day. My poor friend is off to a 90s dance music thing in a field, and it's horrendous pouring rain. She looks fabulous though. She's done that really nice fun makeup and lashes, and her hair is pink and curled, and I'm like, she's like, got my wellies. I'm like, have fun. There's a bit little kids splashing puddles, don't give a shit. Have a fun time. So that's what she's gonna do. So good on her. But yeah, so I'm gonna chill out. I've got a bit of YouTube. Oh, I've just had the TV on. Yeah, I'm gonna give myself half an hour of waking up time, take my meds, get some meds in my system so my nerves are all good. And then yeah, we can have a sewing day. I'm gonna get backpack finished and we'll see what happens with anything else. But yeah, no, today is see what happens. I've got a list of jobs on my phone and we're gonna see how many we can get done this weekend basically. It's a not must, it's a if. You know, no pressure, which is cool. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people later, and I think actually today will be the last day of vlog, so obviously I'll catch up. I'll show you some sewing stuff and all that a bit later. But yeah, I won't film tomorrow just purely because this vlog is so long. I don't think you need an extra day of me pottering doing jobs. So yeah, so I will catch up with you beautiful folks later, and obviously, you know, put in some clips of me sewing and show you my finished article, because it will be finished today. That I am determined of. So yeah, so if I do nothing else today, if the washing up ends up being done tomorrow, I want to finish my backpack today. That is my must do. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people a little bit later, and yeah, I'll show you the things I've got done. I'll see you later. Bye. Share the cock up. I was like, this is going really well. I'm sewing it so nicely. It's inside out, Cheryl. It's inside out. And I've so just nearly finished it. So I only had this bit left to go. So I'll go and pick all the other bit, turn it the other way, and do it again. Why? Oh, and the most frayy, awkward bit of this as well. This is so many layers of fabric. 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 layers of tapestry and interfacing. And a zip. Fuck's sake. Oh well. I'll show you it a bit later when I've actually done it right. Now back to unpick it all. Hello folks, happy evening. Where you're at. What's the time? Just come up to 10 o'clock at night. We've just had dinner here. I made us chicken pie with mash, and I did myself my teeny tiny cauliflower, which was literally one person portion, by the way, and one of my tiny broccoli. So, it was very lovely though. It was nice to have like a bit of a stodgy meal. I have not done any tidying today. I'm going to show you what I've done. I've got one little bit of sewing left to do on it, but I thought I'd show you it now so I can kind of wrap up the vlog and then just sit here quietly hand sewing till I'm finished is the aim. So yeah, but one bit, I've got to remove the threads, they're getting a bit caught. I made a bag. Look at this. It has straps, it has adjusters. I made a backpack. How cool is this? Please tell me it's cool. Be proud of me. I am so proud. So yeah, it's so good. You'll see via the little clips I pinned and sewed one bit on completely wrong and had to unpick it. And then I was like, oh, we got it done. Fixed it though. Unpicked it, redid it. All is good. So yeah, so the inside is, yeah, burgundy, and the green edging covering all the raw edges around the zip. What I'm currently doing is just sewing the edging around the back, but because there are so many layers in parts of it, I'm hand sewing it just for ease. So yeah, but I thought I'd show you, you know, my bag I made. Look how lovely and wide it is. It's sketchbook sized. I can put my water bottle in. I'm gonna as well hand sew these little tab bits down, so then the zip is quite protected. That's the other thing I'm gonna do. But yeah, I made my birthday backpack. How cool is this? It's amazing. So yeah, so I can't wait to put some pins and little bits on it. I get some flower pins or a little water lily from Moni's garden. So yeah, so that is what I'm going to do for the evening. I have not done a single house job apart from cook dinner. Yeah, it's been a very chilled day, to be honest, which has been lovely. So yeah, but no, my aim is to get this bag finished tonight, so it's done. I can tick it off my little mental shit I need to do before I go away list. Then we're down to tailor dress layer, the chiffon-y layer on my big swirly dress. I am making a separate video for that. Since I started going, I'm going to make a dress. Every time I do some, I film it, and it will be a video in its entirety when I've done it, and probably after my birthday, because I want to get some footage of me just swirling around my mum's garden to it. You know, and obviously I'm wearing it to the Moulin Rouge. So yeah, so there will be footage of it in various bits, but yeah, that will have its own dedicated video on how I'm doing and how I'm making it. So yeah, so that's my next mission. That is what I plan to do next week, is get that finished in a week. And yeah, tomorrow I hope to get the Kingdom dress done, because I am going out to the pub next week with a whole load of friends, and we're going to have dinner, and well, I'm going to get a giant Coke and have a nice catch up, and my idea of socialising. So yeah, but no, I thought I'd just catch up and say, you know, look what I've done. I made a friggin' bag. It's so cool. I love it. I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, so I'm very happy. Will I be doing it in a rush again? No. Will I be doing it at some point again for someone? Probably, because I'm nice like that. But it wasn't too bad to sew. I just might get wider. Instead of twill taped for the insides, I will probably get actual bias and quite wide stuff. But my guesstimation on my amount of stuff that I took, this is the leftover of the twill tape that has covered all the raw edges on the inside, and this is the leftover of the webbing to make the back straps. My guesses were really good. I do have loads of fabric and lining and interfacing left though, so that's not bad. But yeah, the technical bits I did really well at guessing, so I'm quite proud of that. So yeah, but no, so I'm going to round it off here, because to be honest, it's going to be pretty much a repeat of today. One or two little bits, and just me sitting sewing and just having a breathe out moment, because yeah, it's been a good week, and I'm wanting to keep it going with my good week and my good head. I put a nice post on my personal Facebook, said about, you know, booking my Amsterdam trip in a week. You know, the past week I've booked my Amsterdam trip, coordinate Brian's holiday, and yeah, I booked for a tattoo when I go away. It's all booked. I'll just pay the deposit Monday, because that's when I get some pennies in. So yeah, so my slot is being held till Monday, which is awesome. So yeah, it's my idea of the paintbrush and the swirling thread and that round it. Gonna happen. I'm so happy. So yeah, so that's cool. So that's being done in Amsterdam, so that will be very fun. It's quite novel to get a tattoo not in the country, but I like the fact, apart from one of them, all my tattoos have been done by women. I love female tattooists. Like, I like female authors. I'm quite, you know, empowering to take, you know, females in, you know, women in, females or people who don't identify as female, in, you know, positions of typically masculine things. I thoroughly enjoy their perspective. But yeah, I love the fact that majority of my tattoos, all my tattoos bar one, by women. 10 out of 10. And it's going to carry on with a lovely lady called Jen. who I will link obviously when I get the tattoo done, because I will obviously ask nicely and ask if I can film a little bit of it when I'm in there, so that will be cool, but we will see. But that is not for another month and what's in a bit, yeah, nearly 5 weeks. So, but in the meantime, I'll get my ass going, because yeah, I need to get the Paris stuff finished first and go there and have a good time and celebrate my birthday. So yeah, so I'm gonna go sew for the evening, and yeah, I will leave this lovely vlog here, but thank you so much for watching. It's impressive. I already know that it's going to be near 2 hours / on it, so thank you so much for watching if you've got this far. It's a long one this week. I hope you enjoyed coming to Kew Gardens with us, and yeah, all those little bits and pieces, and yeah, it's been a really good week. We've had a good one, you know, even with the on and off weather hitting, it's been fine. We've been good. We've been on a bit of a high, which, you know, mental high, which is good. I hope you've had a good week, or if not, you know, I hope you found a little ray of sunshine somewhere. You know, you got to find your little bit of joy wherever it may be and whatever it may be. Small isn't, you know, necessarily bad. It's amazing. It's finding that little bit of happy that makes you go, oh, yeah, that little spark. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, drop us down, click the like down there. Leave us a comment, you know, if you've got any fun holidays planned, have you got any cool days out planned, like Kew Gardens, or, you know, somewhere local to you, let me know. You know, I love to know about wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing. It's fascinating to know. It's lovely to share and learn more about, you know, all these different places where you beautiful people are from. And if you're new here and you've enjoyed this, please drop us a subscribe. Honestly, it brings me joy each time there is a new one, and I check it like 4 or 5 times a day. No, every single time I turn my phone on, I'm like, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, then TikTok, sometimes Twitter. But yeah, that's my always, and every time I turn my phone on, which is a lot of times in the day, I just doom scroll. So, you know, it's sad to admit, but it's true. But yeah, no, so I will leave you lovely folks to it. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, please join me in my next video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.